Good afternoon once again. My name remains Chaplain Dr. Tunde Obankole from University Chaplain Corps and Rescue Mission. This is the third series on this particular subject or one of the aspects of chaplaincy professionalizations, which is an institutional or school chaplain. I have done the video for the first phrase of the lecture, for the second phrase of the lectures, and this is the last phrase of that lectures on school chaplain. In my next video, I will be handling another aspect of school chaplain, which is called community development chaplain. But let me just round up these lectures on school chaplains. School chaplains are comforters, they are pastors, they are teachers and counselors. They are creative and understanding as they demonstrate God's grace and love in ministering to people in schools and community settings. School chaplain serves in full-time and part-time paid position. So sometimes we have some of them as full-time, we have some of them as part-time, and many serves as volunteers. We have a lot of school chaplains in some other countries who works as volunteer, not waiting to be paid, but because they have a youth ministry or children ministry or teenage ministry, they go into the school setting to perform the mandate that God has given to them. School chaplain serves in correctional facilities operated by federal government, state governments, and local agencies. They also operate in correctional facilities. Like in Nigeria, we have a place we call correctional centers. And when you have some young students or young children who are still minor, who are vulnerable or who commit crimes, you take them to correctional facilities where their attitude, their moral lives will be shaped. So chaplain also works in this kind of setting. School chaplain are appointed by many educational institutions, including colleges and universities, sometimes working directly for the school, and sometimes they come as representative of separate organizations that specifically work to support students, ministering to individual faith of students, faculties, and staff, promoting interreligious understanding, overseeing programs on campus that foster spiritual, ethical, religious, political, and cultural exchange, and the promotions of services. Sometimes school might have their own chaplains, and sometimes some chaplain organization might send their men to work with the school, maybe via a letter introducing them to the school, which I felt we can start the operation as well in Nigeria. Now we have a lot of missionary schools or denominational schools owned by churches who have their own chaplain, only that many of them are not really doing the chaplain job. Now, if we really want to tackle problem and norms in our society, we need to go to the grassroots. Problem like drugs or alcohol, problem like cultism, problem like terrorism, we go to the grassroots. Problem like terrorists, problem like rape, problem like crime waves, robbery, cybercrime, you go down to the grassroots. Most of these things are embedded in all these children we're talking about. Talks about drugs. I can tell you myself as an example. Before my organization partnered with NDLA, the director of Drug Demand Reduction Department of the NDLA asked me, what is my inspiration? Why do you want to work with NDLA in our organization to see to the eradication and reductions of the demand for drugs? I said, yes, I'm a living example and I'm ambassador to that. I remember I started smoking at the age of 6 years, not even cigarette, Indian hemp, because of the environment I found myself or I'm being born and bred up in. Thank you for Jesus that transformed my life. So issues like drugs, alcohol, you go to the grassroots. We need to go and create a kind of an intolerant spirit against all these norms in our society. Talk about cultism. Gone are those days that we have cultism in the universities. Nowadays, go to primary, go to secondary school. When I was staying in one part of Lagos called Jakonde Estate in Okeafa, Lagos, there was a time that the secondary school students were having a fight within themselves. And one of the students, in my eyes, in a broad daylight around 1 p.m. in the afternoon, removed a pistol. And this guy is in JSS 2, not SS, JSS class, junior secondary school 2. Can you imagine? So talk about issues like terrorism. Terrorism is a spirit a spirit to create tension, terror, fear. If you really look into in-depth of the Latin word terrorism, you will know that it's a man with the ambition, with the spirit to create a great fear on people. So it's not only Boko Haram that are terrorists. There are some children that are so notorious in our environment that you, in fact, wherever they stage or they stand, you tell your female girls or female child and say, don't go through that area. Whenever you see that boy is there, don't go through that area. They are terror. They are creating tension. They are creating great fear. They are terrorists in the making. So cases like rape, yes, you discover that most of these minor partake in these things. We need to create an intolerant spirit against this so that they grow up with a even corruption. You know, when we are in primary schools, they will tell us, our teachers will tell us, when you're coming tomorrow, bring one exercise book. When we get home, we tell our parents, we are asked to bring 2. So they give us money for 2. We buy 1, we eat 1. That is where we grow up with the spirit of corruption. We need to tap it at the grassroots. Also crime, also robbery, also cybercrime. Most of these things, if we have chaplain in all our school settings, we will be able to produce a bona fide student that will be a nation builder, not people that will ruin the destiny of our nation. It's so absurd that most of our leaders who failed in leadership position, all of them are educated people, but we are not seeing the values of education, morals, and ethics in their life. So once again, I say thank you for taking your time listening to me on these lectures. Till I come your way again, my name is Tunde Bankole. God bless you.